Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. To this video I'm talking about a Mercedes penalty claim following the British Grand Prix, as well as Fernando Alonso rejecting Adrian Newey comments. So let's start with Mercedes. Now while they have the fastest car in 2026, reliability hasn't been their strongest point. I mean, George Russell retired from the Canadian Grand Prix with a battery related failure, and Kimi Antonelli retired from Barcelona with a similar issue. Now in contrast, Ferrari's reliability has been really strong this year, with Lewis Hamilton the only driver to finish every lap across the opening 9 rounds. And while praising Ferrari's impressive reliability, Hamilton also highlighted issues Mercedes has faced, particularly on the power unit side, and he said he's expecting Mercedes drivers Russell and Antonelli to be hit with grid penalties for exceeding their engine allocation this year. When asked about Ferrari's reliability, Hamilton said, as quoted by Crash.net, "Massively impressed. I think we came into the season knowing that we needed to level up in our processes and just how we executed on race weekends. That's something that we were pushing for last year. And then the team's really, every single individual brings so much to the table and is bringing the best to the table. The guys in the garage work so hard for the pit stops, we've got great pit stops. And then everyone back in the factory has worked so hard to bring this consistency. And that's really what I think ultimately is going to make the difference this year. You're seeing engines in general have had more issues this year than they normally would have. And don't know what the situation with on the battery side of this for George and for Kimi. But at some point there must be a penalty, I would imagine, in the sense that we only have 2 battery cells or something like that. But it's going to be key for us just holding on to this, maximising the points, executing to the best of our ability, even when it's the case that we can't win. Now make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I'm close now to 55,000 subscribers and your support and lovely comments are incredible and it means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. Now despite Hamilton's claim, Mercedes and Ferrari have so far used the same number of internal combustion engines, turbochargers, energy stores and control electronics this year. And both Ferrari drivers have used fewer exhaust but have used more MGU-K elements. Still though, I agree with Hamilton, and I could imagine at tracks like Monza where it's easier to overtake, Mercedes taking grid penalties for going over the allocation. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But let's move on to Fernando Alonso. Now as we know, he made his Formula 1 debut in 2001, and while he's been in Formula 1 for a very long time, and there's been a lot of speculation this year over whether 2026 could be his last in Formula 1. Now as we know, Aston Martin are having a really difficult season this year, but they are set to bring some big upgrades to Hungary that could change things for the team. And now team principal Adrian Newey has claimed that Alonso's decision on whether to remain with Aston Martin and in Formula 1 could be decided on how much progress is made to the AMR26, with Newey telling Aston Martin's Undercut podcast, as quoted by GP Blog, "It's very important. Fernando is really looking forward to the upgrade, and if it performs, we hope he'll be in the cockpit for another season." However, following Silverstone, Alonso has rejected Newey's idea that the upgrades coming to the Aston Martin could determine whether Alonso stays in Formula 1. With Alonso saying that the upcoming upgrades to the AMR26 are not really connected to whether he'll stay in the team or within Formula 1 at all, with Alonso saying, as quoted by GP Blog, "If the car is good or bad, there are other factors that I need to think about. Maybe the car is super good, and I still have feelings that the sport is going in the wrong direction." But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.